a registered social worker in the Alberta, and his work covers structural social work, post-colonial critique, community engagement, and global social work education. Joining us next is Professor Anish Kayar, Associate Professor, Department of Social Work, Rajagiri College of Social Sciences, Kochi. With more than 2 decades of teaching, research, and practice experience, he is a registered mental health professional and has led impactful initiatives in substance abuse prevention, migrant worker welfare, and mental health rehabilitation. We also have with us Dr. Aarti Jagannathan, Additional Professor, Psychiatric Social Work, NIMHANS, Bangalore. Her work spans psychological rehabilitation, caregiving, integrative mental health therapies, including yoga. She has been nationally recognized for her innovative interventions modeled in community mental health. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Kalpana Goyal, a senior lecturer from UNISA Justice and Society. Her teaching and research focus on rural practice, community development, aging, mental health, and immigrant and refugee settlement. She has led several international research projects, published a book, and currently supervises PhD students. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Professor Chandrabhanu Patnaik, Director, Institute of Knowledge Societies, has over 40 years of experience in education, cultural studies, new media, communication, and filmmaking. Presently, Professor Patnaik works as a chairperson of the UNESCO Global Standing Committee on Internet for Trust, which looks into the regulation of digital platforms relating to fake news, misinformation, disinformation, and state surveillance. A warm round of applause for the speakers for the session. Now, I would formally request our chair of the session, Professor Bipin Jojo, to kindly take charge for the conference and begin the discussion flow. Sir, the panel is all yours. We request you to guide the session further.
Good morning, everyone. And the morning session, I think all of us are fresh, and we have a lot of energy flowing in the room. And I'm looking forward to have this very, very exciting and stimulating session with the friendly galaxy of our plenary speakers. May I request our young friends behind probably to come forward so that we can have a little broader interaction. We have enough empty spaces here. We have six speakers, and I have requested them to speak about 10 minutes so that we have time for interaction. And as we all know, the theme of this particular session is digital divide and social exclusion, challenges and opportunities for professional social work practice in India. We will hear the multiple dimensions and aspects of digital divide and social exclusion. I would request my colleague Dr. Sridhar Kumar, who is my colleague at our Institute of Social Sciences, Mumbai, to begin with her talk around transnational social work education. Over to Dr. Sridhar Kumar.
Thank you. Can I have a hand mic? Do you have a hand mic? Thank you. As you notice, it's not made for short people. So I always have to ask for a hand mic to speak. And I enjoy it much more because then I can talk with you. Thank you, Professor Jojo. And all of you, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experiences in this wonderful conference, which has been organized by Centurion University and the School of Social Work. I think you've done a fantastic job. And I'm very happy to be here. And I'm trying to share the work that I did in the last 4 years for a project which was based on SDG 10, inequalities within and among countries. So I hope I'm able to make sense with all of you, and you're free to ask me any questions. Can I have the PPT since I made it? I thought I'll give a general talk, but I was requested to share a PPT, so it's right there. I have no idea what to do. It's for the organizers to tell me. Otherwise, I can just speak. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about this, but I didn't know that this was. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop my. And that's it. That's, I think, okay. That's enough. Can you show it or no? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. IVAC tent. Second one. Okay. Thank you. Okay, this was a huge journey for me and also for the partners whom we partnered with. And it was by chance that the project came to us in TISS, because initially it was proposed with another university, but they couldn't run it through. So they approached me because we had written a book chapter together. And so therefore they identified me directly and they asked me if I could take up the project, initiated by Frankfurt University of Applied Sciences, Germany, in Frankfurt. And the work was basically on SDG 10. We initially were looking at gender inequality and all others, and then we realized that if we are going to look at social work, SDG 10 fits very well because it is about inequalities within and among countries. And why within and among countries? Because whatever happens in the world as a transnational feature, that impacts the conditions in the national countries. We are not away, we are in fact part of a global economy. So we need to contextualize any work across the world. Also, we need to understand as social work interventions. Policies made within countries are impacted by what World Bank tells us to do in terms of funding. So that impacts social workers' roles, and we need to keep shifting our roles based on these policy constructs. And the welfare systems are also changing overall. So keeping that in mind, these 4 countries and 4 universities came together, and you can see them. Funding started in 2021, which was also the COVID year, if you remember. So a lot of work was done online. That is how we kind of connected with each other.